everyone, this is Praveen Dure from Dice University, and in today's video we are going to talk about the introduction of Zeropark push traffic network tutorial. Let's go. Welcome to today's video on Zeropark. So it's going to be a Zeropark review plus tutorial in the year 2020. Zeropark is one of my personal favorite ad network there is. In Dice University, you can see there's a lot of videos regarding Zeropark. Personally, we like Zeropark a lot. And Zeropark is also a company which is associated with Volume, which is also an external tracking device. Not only just an external tracking device, it's one of the best external tracking device there is in the industry. You can actually go ahead and check the reviews on Volume and see the reviews for yourself. Volume is the best there is. So many details are there which you can actually use to optimize your campaign and to make your campaign better. So this company Volume, actually they are the same company which owns Zeropark as well. So when it comes to detailing, definitely nothing can beat a Zeropark. Whatever say and done, when I do a review like this, I'll be like so biased to Zeropark, right? So I don't want to do that kind of biased review. I want to do a non-biased review. To do that, let's make a formal introduction of Zeropark. So Zeropark was actually created in the year 2011 and has built up a great name for itself as a premium source of traffic, as well as my personal source of traffic as well. So many advertisers actually use Zeropark and have a crazy amount of success with it, including myself. Zeropark actually works by allowing you to bid on traffic from domain redirect. So when somebody buys a domain that they plan to either advertise or even to sell future down in the line, they park this domain with Zeropark, and then the company will sell the traffic from the domain to the advertiser. In a way, it offers a unique selling points that many other advertising networks don't. So this is the way actually how Zeropark works, and the way it works is actually very different when you actually go ahead and compare it to other ad traffic networks. So the way itself is unique. That is why Zeropark has been in the market for almost a decade, and they have created that particular name for them. So basically with Zeropark, you have 4 different campaigns that you can actually run. This is the RON, keyword target, or multi-geo. RON, or run on network, which actually what RON stands for, allows you to target one specific country with your campaign. The keyword is actually centered around certain keywords and phrases that are related to your niche, while the target is when you already identify the top performing targets from your different campaign and you want to target the same targets, then that's where you use target. And finally, you can also target multiple geographical location at once. So for the purpose of this video, we are going to use the run on network. So it's not just the domain redirects that the Zeroparks focus on, although this is actually an important point of their business itself. You can also use push ads, premium PPV, and also in-app when it comes to Zeropark. So now we actually know already what is actually Zeropark. The formal introduction, guys, not my introduction. The formal introduction on what is Zeropark and how it works in a very basic fundamental level. Let's go ahead and look at the features that the Zeropark actually gives you. So one of the best features that the Zeropark actually give you before we go further within the website itself is actually the demo. Actually, can you see the demo over here? When you click on the demo, you can actually sign up with you don't need to sign up. You can actually log in within the demo password and demo email that they actually provided there itself, so that you can access the whole full Zeropark dashboard even without signing up. We have already have an account with Zeropark. Definitely, we have already did a lot of campaign with Zeropark. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you the demo itself and how it works to make life much more easier. So this is actually the homepage of Zeropark. So basically everything is pretty well neatly done, and I would say that it looks very professional. And over here is the overview, the traffic calculator, which you can actually use. Then there's a lot of free resources that you can use as well: documentation, blog, case studies, traffic insights, and also you can see the ad formats that they actually give you, which is the in-app native ads, in-page push ads, pop ads, and domain redirect. So when you scroll down further, you can actually see what is their traffic volume. So for push, they have almost 1 billion, more than almost 2 billion, guys, almost 2 billion monthly available clicks. For push is also almost 2 billion, a little bit. Oh my god, it's running too fast. Sorry, that's for push and this is for pop. So for pop, they have 75 billion monthly available redirects. When it comes to domain redirects, let's just wait until the numbers go they have 3 billion, more than 3 billion monthly available redirects. So these are the volumes. You can actually use the traffic calculator as well. So these are actually the ad formats that they give. So the push, so in the push itself, they have a new ad format in page. So they do have pop and they do have domain redirect. Conversion for your campaigns, desktop downloads, dating app download, shopping, travels, and all this kind of stuff. So you can actually see more verticals over here. We're not going to see the verticals. So what are the features that bring Zeropark higher, other than the one that I've already told you? What actually brings the Zeropark higher? What they actually say that brings them higher than their competitors? So they do have an anti-fraud solution, fastest campaign approval, not fast campaign approval, guys, fastest campaign approval. So they do have a dedicated team for approving your campaign, and trust me, I've actually did a lot of campaigns with Zeropark. They can actually approve your campaign within 30 minutes, and I've even received my campaign approval less than 5 minutes. So they are actually the fastest campaign approval over here, and they have robust targeting options. Like I told you, they actually related with volume. It's owned by the same company. Even the logo is actually almost the same, actually the same, Zeropark and volume. So definitely targeting would be like extraordinary when it comes to Zeropark. And they have AI powered optimization tools. They have multiple creative when you push ads itself. So they have a simple setup and interface. So this is actually what testimony on Zeropark. So we are not going to talk about that. Zeropark's number, more than 5,000 active advertisers, more than 37,000 running campaigns, more than 3.5 billion ad sales daily. So let's get you on board. As you can see over here, the Zeropark recommends volume. Oh, the logo changed a bit, yeah. So volume is actually related to Zeropark. These are the payment methods they actually accept: PayPal, MasterCard, Maestro, Visa, American Visa, Diners Club, GE, CDB, Bank Transfer, and Web Money. And they are actually based on Poland, for your information, because volume is based on Poland, and definitely Zeropark is also based on Poland. So like I told you, you can actually go ahead and sign up into the Zeropark if you want to, but we are going to see the demo account. So if you click on the demo, you will be led to a page where there is like a login ID and a password. The password and the login will already be there. All you got to do is just hit the login button and you will be led to this particular home page. So this is the demo page of Zeropark, and why I entered demo page is because I want to show you in details of the other stuff that Zeropark actually offers as well, which you can't see in the real layout. So this is their main dashboard. As you can see, it's a demo account and the credit available is 800,000. Definitely we are not going to top up that much. So you can actually see within their main dashboard itself that they do have an insight, how much you have actually spent, how much is the payout, what is the redirects, how many conversion has occurred, what is the range every single time on this particular day, in this time, what is the ratio and all this kind of stuff. And then you can actually scroll down and see what is the campaign, which one is actually running currently, and what is the winning ratio, what is the bid, what is the ECPA, what is the ROI, what is the payout, what is the conversion, what is the amount spent, what is the redirects, what is the type of campaign, what is the geo you're targeting, all this kind of stuff. And this is actually a big thing, guys. I've never seen an ad network which has a demo to show you all this. So without a demo, you will not be able to know the full feature of an ad network. And this is something that a lot of networks should actually adopt from Zeropark itself. This is what I personally think, because with this demo kind of stuff, you can actually see what they actually show in depth of real everything. And this happens even without the people having to sign up into that particular ad network. So a lot of networks should actually take Zeropark as an example. So over here you can actually see the all, or you can see a specific campaign, whether you only want push campaign or domain campaign, or you only want native campaign. You can do all this kind of stuff. So there's few sections over here: new campaign, copy campaign, payment, exported, reports, and my account. So let's go and check out each of these sections. But before that, let me just tell you that this is actually your affiliate manager's contact. This is actually a real affiliate manager, Adam. I know him. He's from Volume previously. Now he's in Zeropark as well. So you can actually get a real contact when you actually sign up as well. So you can email him or Skype him, or you can even go to the FAQ section. So let's go to we ignore the campaign sections and let's go to the payment section first. So when you go to the payment sections, it will actually lead you to this particular page where it will actually show you the transaction that you have did for the last 30 days and your payment that you actually did for the last 30 days. And over here is not where you actually top up with your account. So to top up, you can actually go ahead and hit this button over here. You can go ahead and top up your account, but you can't top up in demo account like this. It's not available in demo account, so I can't show you the top up section. So this is how it will look like. And the next section would be the exported reports, where you can actually take the reports. For example, these are the reports for these particular campaigns, and you can actually download these particular reports and keep it for your reference. So it won't be only in Zeropark, it will be within your device as well. Let it be your phone or let it be your PC or whatsoever, it will be in both places. And the last section would be my account section, where you will have details, all these demos. So you can actually go ahead and put a blacklist list over here itself. The API documentation, if you know anything regarding API. Personally, I have no idea what is I don't know anything regarding API, because API involves a lot of codings, a lot of developing, but it will really make your life much more easier if you know API. I have no idea regarding API. So if you know how to use API, definitely you can go ahead and use API to make your life much more easier. And then over here is the security. The security of Zeropark is really tight, because volume is really tight as well. Therefore, I think that they are the same company, right? So they're actually correlated and they're really tight. You can actually set up a two-factor authentications for your account. Do you have an access? You do have like a authorized applications, a lot of stuff, guys. So the security system within the Zeropark is actually very strict. So let's go to the main section that we want with Zeropark, which is the new campaign. But before that, you can actually go ahead to the copy campaign section, and this is where you can literally copy an existing campaign that you have. Maybe you want to change a little bit within that campaign. So what you can do is you can take a campaign and you can paste that campaign name over here, and you can copy the exact campaign. But this campaign should be a campaign which is already running within your account. So if it's already running within your account, you can actually copy this campaign and then maybe optimize this campaign, or maybe you want to do an A/B testing and all this kind of stuff. But you can copy your campaign straight away. This is not something which is available in a lot of networks as well, so you have to keep this in mind. So the next section would be the new campaign, where we are going to create our campaign. So this is how it will look exactly in your real account as well. Even though we are working in a demo account, this is how it will look in a real account itself. So the first time you click new campaign, these are the type of traffic that you can actually choose. So you can choose domain redirect, you can choose pop, you can choose in-app native, and you can push. So we're going to use push since we are talking about a push network. So in push, there will be 3 targets. One is target, one is source, and one more is run. So basically, if you're starting a new campaign, definitely go ahead for run, because run is actually run of a network which allows you to buy traffic from all the chosen countries that you have. But when it comes to targeting, so for example, you already have a campaign, or you already run previously a similar campaign, you know exactly how the campaign works, and then you want to go ahead and do another campaign similar like that, and you've already identified the top performing targets, placement, and all this kind of stuff. So then you can go ahead and hit the target option. So the same concept, if you already run a previous campaign, you have identified the best source for that particular campaign, and you want to use the same source for a similar campaign, then you can go ahead and hit this source button. But normally, if you're running a normal campaign, starting a new campaign, you will hit the run of network. So once you hit that, so this page will appear, and this is where you are going to put all the information for your campaign. So let's go step by step within the campaign creation. So the first one, we're going to put test. So you can actually choose a push type you want, whether you want only classical push, or you want both in-page push as well. So when it comes to push, it's only CPC. Sometimes you can actually choose your model, pricing model, but for certain particular ad type, ad format, there's only certain pricing model. For push, it's only CPC. And then over here, you can actually choose the country that you're going to run your campaign. You're going to run in my country, Malaysia. Wow. Malaysia should be there. That's why I've run a lot of campaigns with Zeropark. I was shocked to see Malaysia was not there. So this is actually the geo-targeting part. So you can actually target within countries or within region. So for example, if you choose Malaysia, these are the regions there are. So I'm not surprised with particular their targeting, since I already told you they are already owned external tracking software, which is one of the best tracking software itself. So when it comes to their targeting itself, they are actually pretty amazing, guys. So you can actually choose a city as well. So you can see a lot of city available. So I'm just going to choose Charas over here. So yep, language, there's a lot of language over here. But when you choose a country already, this is about Zeropark. It's not like all other ad networks. This is something that you will not see in any other ad networks. Normally in ad networks, what happens is when you go ahead to the language targeting, when it comes to the targeting options, there will be a lot of language available, and you can actually click on that particular language. But when it comes to Zeropark, you choose a country, right? The language that comes out would only be the language available in that country, and they will even tell how many % of the country is actually using that language. So you can actually hit Malay, English, Tamil, or you can actually hit all language. And then over here is where you need to scroll down. Let me just scroll down. Over here is where you're gonna bid for your CPC. So they already has a suggested bid over here, which is 0.05, which is actually a huge amount. If you have no idea of your bid or your country bid and all this kind of stuff, you can actually use this particular suggested bid. But I personally have run a lot of campaign with Malaysia, so 0.01 is actually good enough. So they actually say you won't win a lot of clicks, but I will try out with this first. So yeah, basically, so your daily budget, you can set unlimited. Campaign budget, you can set unlimited, or you can set a minimum budget. So a daily minimum budget is $20, while a daily campaign budget is usually, I want to put $100. So this is what I want to do. So source daily budget. For each particular source, what is your budget? You can actually put that, or you can leave it unlimited. Usually I'll leave this section unlimited. So the next one would be the traffic filters. You can actually filter a lot of traffic, whether you want it to be desktop, mobile, desktop only, mobile only. Let's just go mobile only. And there's also additional filters, guys, for desktop. If you click desktop, what type of version of browser you want to use, what type of operating system you want to use, what version. So since we are using mobile, we are only we want network source on carrier and both Wi-Fi. So we don't want we want only, let's say we want only Android. So you can actually change the section what type of Android models you want it to be. Same goes for iPhone. For example, iPhone, right? You can actually see what type of model you want the iPhone. So the latest is latest model and all this kind of stuff. So you can set everything over here. So these are the targeting. So the last one would be the frequency filters. So over here, the frequency filter is a little bit different. There's only hours. So basically what they're telling is they will only show your ad one time to a person. So you can actually select whether you want it to be 24 hours, 12 hours, or 6 hours once. That means if you click 6 hours once, for example, a person will only see one person, that particular individual X, for example. His name is Mr. X. So Mr. X will only see your ad every 6 hours one time. That means if you click 24 hours, Mr. X will only see your ad one time per day. So that's how it happens. So over here, adult filtering, whether your ad is an adult ad or non-adult ad, this is because they want to choose the best traffic that they want to send to your ad. And over here is the day parting, where you can actually schedule your day, schedule your custom campaign day, how you want to schedule your campaign and all this kind of stuff. So basically I will not schedule my campaign, so I will leave it blank. So you can actually schedule your campaign if you want to, but if you don't want to, you can actually just leave it blank like how I did. So the next one is the creative section. So these are the most important part, where you are going to put a creative. So let's go ahead and do this ad. So there will be this will be a preview, so you can actually go ahead and browse an image. Let me just add an image and show you how it will look in Zeropark itself. So just gonna add my image. So once I add my image, this is where you need to edit your ad. So your ad is going to be test. So it's going to be test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can actually see this is how your ad will look like. And once you're done with this particular ad, it's pretty straightforward, right? Pretty straightforward. So once you have actually done with your ad, just hit this and you can add more ads. Keep in mind that you can add up to 10 ads per account. So this is actually very easy for you to actually go ahead and in case you want to A/B test your creatives and all this kind of stuff. So this is how your ad will look like. So it looks pretty easy and pretty straightforward, even though they are very high-tech premium ad network. Everything is pretty straightforward. So once you are here, this is where you are going to put your offer URL. So you have to keep in mind that Zeropark no longer accept new campaigns set on HTTP links, which means your campaign without any SSL code. This is actually SSL code, guys. So over here, you can actually put your offer URL, or they will highly recommend you to put a tracking URL from your volume. So if you're using volume, you can actually ask for SSL over here. So let's just go ahead and put a normal ClickBank URL over here just for the purpose of this video. So I'm gonna paste it over here. Always remember, guys, I'm doing this for the purpose of sample only. But if you're running a real push campaign, always remember it's very important for you to have external tracking software, because with that external tracking software's data, you can actually use it to optimize. You can actually know where you went wrong, where you went good, and all this kind of stuff. And also make sure that if you're using an external tracker, make sure to use a proper external tracker and not rubbish external trackers. Keep that in mind a lot. And definitely I would highly recommend Volume. Zeropark recommend Volume as well, but they do have like a lot of trackers over here that you can actually go ahead and use. And also, if you're running a push traffic campaign for the first time with Zeropark, or you even run the campaign many times already, make sure to go ahead and see the push guidelines of the campaign, so that you will actually know which push content is prohibited, which push content is restricted, which push content is allowed, and all this kind of stuff. So this makes your life much more easier. Like I told you, Zeropark takes a little bit of time only to approve your campaign. Sometimes they approve campaign less than 5 minutes. So if your campaign complies with all the guidelines, your campaign will get approved very fast. But if your campaign is not complying with any guidelines, your campaign will get rejected very fast as well. So you have to keep that in mind. So basically that's about it, guys. The final section would be, once you have choose the tracking, is whether you want to choose the conversion payout. So whatever conversion from your offer, so for example, you're running a ClickBank offer and the offer is like $10 per conversion. So you're going to add your conversion here. You can actually put auto conversion as well. If you link your landing page with volume and all this stuff, you can do auto conversion. But if you do not link anything, you can't do auto conversion. You have to do manual conversion. The last part would be selecting a vertical for your campaign. So let's go ahead and select a vertical, binary option and trading. Did you use pre-lenders? Yes, no. Pre-lenders is actually your landing page, whether you use your landing page or not. So if you use, yes. If you don't use, no. And then last part is your campaign status after approval. So whether you want your campaign to run exactly after approved. Like I told you, Zeropark approved the campaign very fast. So whether you want your campaign to run directly after, immediately after approval, or you want your campaign to be paused, it depends on you. So that's about it, guys. So once you have done that, hit the save button, and the Zeropark will take a limited time to actually review your campaign. Like I told, they are the best in this. You cannot get a campaign reviewed as fast as Zeropark in any other ad network. So once you get reviewed, your campaign will go live and you will be starting to make money. So that's about it in today's video, guys. I think I've covered a lot in today's video, and I really hope that whatever I've covered in today's video will be used by yourself when you try to optimize your campaign, or when you try to judge Zeropark yourself, or when you even try to build a campaign within Zeropark. My personal summary about Zeropark is one of my personal favorite ad traffic network that I always use. My two personal top favorite ad network is, one is Propeller Ads and another one is Zeropark. So these are the two ad networks that I always use, and I will highly recommend even beginners to get access to Zeropark, because it's beginner friendly, it's easy to navigate, there's no complicated stuff. Even experienced media buyers or affiliate marketers can get to Zeropark, as well as super beginners with no any prior experience when it comes to media buying or affiliate marketing can also use the Zeropark. So you have to keep this in mind as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be seeing you in the next video. But before I go,
allow me to introduce the Dice University Forum. Whether you are trying to make your first conversion on ClickBank or scale your campaigns to 6 figures, the Dice University Forum offers you exactly what you need, like high-quality landing page templates, detailed case studies, and exclusive discounts. The forum has no outdated information. All resources inside are from campaigns that are running right now. Do you want to learn from super affiliates? Check the link in the description and sign up today.